Hey folks, if that doesn't rock your boat, I don't know what does, if you're a turkey hunter. Hi everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Andy Lightbody, and this is Gear Talk. Special edition of Gear Talk because, well, Kevin Howard from Howard Communications has come and joined us here on a turkey hunt with Jeff Miner up in Coleraine, Colorado. And we're chasing Merriam turkeys. Well, I'll be the first to admit, I don't know how to call a turkey. Give me a duck call, give me a goose call, I'll go head to head with you. Kevin, Hunter Specialty has got a long-standing, how many years reputation, God only knows. Predator calls, duck calls, big game calls, turkey calls. Now there's even some new innovations from Hunter Specialty called the Ring Zone. What am I looking at here, please?
Well, Andy, one of the most popular calls for turkey hunters is a slate call, or some people call them, a pod call. And what it is, most of these type of calls have a wood base or a plastic base, and it holds either a slate or ceramic or glass into it. And they're a great call because you can do so many different things with them for turkey hunting.
Yes, you can.
And you know, people change the how the slate is held. They'll put holes in it. They'll do different things. But one of the problems has always been that you can change the tone of the call because you can grab it too tight. A gentleman by the name
Just by holding it?
Just by holding it. If you think what you're doing, you're changing the vibration of the slate, and so you're changing the call. You're changing the pitch of the call.
Interesting.
A gentleman by the name of Jim Moss. He's a surgeon from Tennessee area, and he's an avid turkey hunter. Well, about 3 or 4 years ago, he was turkey hunting in Missouri, and he came around the corner, and as he tells the story, and he said there was a gobbler down there, and so he just backed up. You know, he didn't spook the bird, and he was just all excited and tense, and just went, you know, just got.
So he had the death grip on it.
A death grip on the call, and so when he hit the call, you know, it just didn't sound right, and the turkey turned and walked off, and he got to thinking about that because of excitement, different conditions, you can change the sound of that call. So he designed what is now known as the Ring Zone. And what it is, it has a ring around the pod, and so you can't actually grab the pod and dampen the sound or change the sound.
So you've got a barrier type thing around it. Okay. As compared to a piece of wood, which you're grabbing onto, and yeah, you are compressing it.
Right. I mean, okay. You know, if you're an avid turkey hunter and have used a slate call a lot, you know, you're probably going to get along all right with it. But this helps you prevent those type of situations. The other thing it does, it gives you a true sound every time. And Jim has done a lot of research with the different the pitches.
Oh, the tonal qualities.
The tone qualities.
Oh, okay.
So he's taken recorded live hens, and he's matched the sound that we're getting on the Ring Zone to those hens.
Oh my!
And it's really a quicker pitch than what people thought it was. And so he's matching with the Ring Zone. You know, he's helped in terms of using the call, and then he's matching the sound that we get from this to the live birds.
Okay, now as you said, it's got like this barrier thing around it, but it's also got some cutouts and some holes. Is that to help amplify the sound?
That lets the sound get away from the call, and so you can, you know, depending on how you hold it, you can muffle that down to make it real quiet.
Go ahead.
So this would be early morning call.
I'm still sleepy. I haven't had my coffee yet. Okay.
You got that hen that's just sitting in a tree, and she's just waking up a little bit in the morning.
Doing a little chirp.
But then she gets a little, you know, fluffing her wings, getting ready to take off in the morning.
Uh-huh.
And then she's getting ready, then she flies off the tree. Or she just purring a little bit. But you can just change the loudness of the sound, you know, real easily with this.
Is this now, is this glass? Is this ceramic? Is this, what is it?
They make all three. They make a slate call, they make a ceramic call, and then they make a glass call, all with the same Ring Zone design. This is the ceramic. See, it's got a little bit deeper tone.
Yeah, it's more of a bellow.
And that's just the surface. Gives you a little bit different quality, different sound, and it's kind of a personal preference as to which one you like. I like a slate call, I always have, but sometimes you can pull this out and that's the one that really sets a turkey off. And it kind of depends on the subspecies too. I found that the turkeys in Texas, the Rio Grandes, like a higher pitch, and so I might use one of these that will have a little bit higher pitch to it.
More higher octave.
Right. It sounds, to my ear, it sounds like that. It must not to the turkey, but it seems they seem to gobble and to come to it a little better.
How do you know glass versus ceramic versus slate? I mean, it's because the coloration.
Yeah, I mean you can tell, and of course in the packaging they have them all packaged that way. The glass call is one that you really have to be aggressive with it in terms of roughing the surface up. Ceramic, most of the time you don't have to do anything to it. Now you can see where I've used a carbon tip, a carbon tip striker one time with that. With the slate call, usually just a little piece of sandpaper, real light sandpaper, to just sand it down every once in a while. I've used this call quite a bit, and really you can go around. The other good thing about the ring zone call is you can go around the call and it sounds the same all the way around it.
So it doesn't matter. You don't have to go back to the same spot.
Yeah. Just all the way around the call. It's so consistent all the way around the call, which is a unique quality of the ring zone too. Most calls that I've had, wood calls, I've had some custom-made calls, and you just have to keep working at the call to find that sweet spot. And then I do something on the side of it to mark it and say, well, I want to be there every time. With the ring zone, you don't have to. I mean, it's got the same sound all the way around it.
So really, almost out of the package, it's ready to go.
Yeah, it's ready to go.
I
mean, the slate, just rough it up just a little bit and go with it.
I've been hearing you call, for the last couple of days because we've been out here turkey hunting. Kathy and I were sitting across the valley from you yesterday, and we didn't know it wasn't a turkey. I mean, it was that good.
That's what you're trying to do.
That
right.
good. I've hunted a lot of turkey. I've killed a lot of turkeys, but I don't call turkeys. And oftentimes you can tell, oh, well, that's somebody calling turkeys.
Well, see, but you need to just grab your ring zone and learn how. It's very simple to use. Like I said, you rough it up a little bit, and really it's just an angle.
Just a little fine piece of sandpaper?
Right. Or like a scratchy pad, and the ring zone comes with them, so
so I don't have to buy anything extra?
Okay. And you just, I hold the striker kind of like a pencil, and you just give it about a 45-degree angle, and then what you might start is just with something like that, just let it slide across, just to get a feel for it.
Yeah.
And then the yelp is just a tight little oblong circle. Here, try it.
Okay, he's going to make me embarrass myself here on television. So,
yeah.
All right.
Now so you're
back.
You're going at it like this.
Yeah.
And you want to come at it this way. Bring it over the other side.
All right. For those of you who don't call turkeys, you
over
might
the
learn
other side.
something.
There you go.
Right.
Okay, just keep it. You don't have to pull it off the surface. There you go. There's a nice little purr.
See, it doesn't take much to entertain me. I'm actually learning something. I guess you can teach the old dog new tricks.
So you get a kind of feel for, kind of like riding a bicycle. You
Yeah.
get a little bit for it. Now you don't have to take it off the. And then real short or just little clucks. No, so you're taking it off.
I'm taking it off. Yeah.
You just leave it on the surface. So I never take it off the surface.
I even have to admit, over the years, they've made it easier for the new person to be able to learn to do this. Right. This used to be super fine art. I mean, almost like Hunter Specialties duck calls. Outside of a few exceptions, there are, most of the time, if you pay attention, you know what the duck sounds like, you can pick it up pretty quickly.
Right.
Obviously, Hunter Specialty's done that with this as well.
Yeah, this is a great new call.
Available now
Oh, yeah.
in glass, ceramic, and slate. People like more information, where do they go?
Hunterspec.com.
And available in all the big box stores, and they can...
Any mail order, almost everybody has them available right now.
Well, obviously, because it works the way it's supposed to. That's why this kind of a slate call, glass call, ceramic call is going to work the way it's supposed to. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Thank you, Kevin Howard, for coming on and demonstrating, and like I said, even teaching this old dog a couple of new tricks. I might just have to learn how to start calling turkeys.